In a major development, a federal judge has temporarily blocked the Trump administration from firing thousands of federal employees during the ongoing government shutdown. The decision came from U.S. District Judge Susan Illston in San Francisco, who sharply questioned the administration's decision-making process and motives behind the layoffs. Illston criticized what she described as a ready, fire, aim approach, pointing out that more than 4,100 layoff notices had already been issued, even though furloughed employees couldn't access their official work emails and no HR staff were available to guide them through next steps. She emphasized that the move carried a serious human cost, one she said could not be tolerated. The judge issued a temporary restraining order halting the job cuts, saying initial evidence suggested the administration's actions were both politically motivated and beyond its legal authority. The White House declined to comment directly and referred all questions to the Office of Management and Budget, which has not yet issued a response. Federal unions, including the American Federation of Government Employees, applauded the ruling. They had urged the court to step in, arguing that the firings were an abuse of power intended to punish workers and pressure Congress during the standoff. Legal organization Democracy Forward's president, Skye Perryman, praised the decision, saying that civil servants are the backbone of the nation's workforce and that using their livelihoods as leverage is both cruel and unlawful. Meanwhile, the shutdown, which began on October 1st, has now entered its third week. Political tension continues to escalate as Democratic lawmakers insist that any agreement to reopen the government must include an extension of healthcare subsidies and a reversal of recent Medicaid cuts. On the other side, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson predicted this could become the longest shutdown in U.S. history. He has vowed not to negotiate until Democrats drop their healthcare demands and agreed to reopen federal operations. The Trump administration, despite the shutdown, has continued to fund military operations and advance its immigration crackdown while slashing jobs in departments tied to health and education, including special education and after-school programs. President Trump defended these moves, saying that many of the programs targeted will never come back. Court filings revealed the administration's plans to terminate more than 4,100 employees across 8 federal agencies. However, this decision now remains frozen following Judge Illston's temporary order. In an earlier related case, Illston had already blocked parts of the administration's efforts to downsize the federal workforce, though the Supreme Court later ruled that layoffs could continue pending further litigation. Unions have argued that these layoffs are politically motivated tactics, disguised as budget cuts, a move that violates existing laws and undermines Congress's authority. During the hearing, Assistant U.S. Attorney Hedges maintained that the court did not have jurisdiction over such employment decisions, but could not fully defend the administration's rationale under pressure from the judge. As the legal and political battles continue, the country waits to see whether the shutdown will break new records and whether federal workers will find stability in a time of deep uncertainty. This is InsightPulse, bringing you accurate, balanced, and in-depth updates on the most critical stories shaping America. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to InsightPulse for more daily insights into politics, policy, and people behind the headlines. Stay informed, stay empowered.